Hey folks, welcome back to the restaurant show. Joining us now is, of course, one of our favorite guests. We've got Kaz Scaife joining us from Rosie's Coffee Bar and Bakery over on Monona Drive, a fabulous place to go for all kinds of things. But first of all, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Always a pleasure to see you. And one of our favorite things, of course, about you is that you have an amazing bakery. And cakes, of course, are included. So Kaz is our kind of local cake boss. And so we're actually going to do some cake decorating today. Very excited. So tell us what we're going to do.
Well, we're going to do kind of a Valentine's themed cake. We're going to make some pink and other shade pink roses and just the green leaves, and we'll write on it. And so just some real basic stuff. So I'm just going to finish up the border here. I'm putting my cake on, it's called a turntable. And you can buy a like a cheap home version that, you know, will be better on the budget at like Michael's or one of my favorite stores, the Vanilla Bean on Odana Road.
Oh, yes.
Or Hobby Lobby has this sort of thing in them.
So you don't have to walk all the way around your island while you decorate your cake?
No, you just kind of turn it on there. And so we're going to put a couple roses on our cake. It's kind of an advanced technique, but it's fun.
Now, do you get a lot of cake requests for Valentine's Day?
We do. What we're seeing more of is cookies.
Oh, okay.
And we say, our saying is say it with frosting. And we
I like that saying because I like frosting. So.
And you can order a custom designed message on your cookie.
That's gorgeous. You did that so effortlessly. I didn't even realize that's what you were doing, making a little flower.
These are your special, your special scissors that you only use for your.
Is that how that's done? I had no idea.
Yeah,
so you just make the flower on a separate surface.
Another way that you can do it is you can get like some wax paper and put the rose on the wax paper and then pull that off and put it in the freezer to set up and then peel it off that way. Some people just get a little nervous placing it.
Wow, look at this. I'm just enamored by this. I was just saying before we started, I think this may be true, that somewhere inside us all is like a wannabe cake decorator because it's just so much fun. It's like an art project.
It's what launched my bakery career. I did an at-home Wilton cake decorating study, gosh, over 30 years ago. And I mastered my cake decorating, and people started, you know, asking me to make cakes, and then people I didn't know would ask me. And pretty soon I was offered a job over at Ovens of Brittany when I had done a wedding cake for my husband's cousin, and I learned how to bake from the mother-in-law of Ovens of Brittany.
Oh, how neat is that?
And I still
so now, in all of your years of wisdom and practice, can you actually teach others how to do this?
I sure do. We do cupcake decorating classes. We just had a fun one just this last week for an 8-year-old birthday. That was fun. And we try to teach based on like age level. Because some things, what makes me really excited is that I'll have my demo one that I've done, and then I'll say, okay, I'm going to teach you how to do this, and theirs will look just like mine.
That's the best. That's great. Because you don't feel like, I don't feel like in watching you do this that I could do this. So you're saying that you can actually teach people to do things like this.
It's all about what frosting is coming out of the tip, and it's just learning your tips. And like this is a 104, it's a rose tip, and as the more you do your cake decorating, so here's a little rosebud that I'm doing. Cute. The more you do this, the more you just know what tip do you need to squeeze, and then you pull this off. Because I don't actually think I'm really good at art. I just know how to use these tips.
Oh, well, you're modest, but that looks amazing. And I love the idea of cake for Valentine's Day. Nobody's ever given me a Valentine's Day cake, but boy, I would be really happy on Valentine's Day if someone gave me a whole cake. That'd be awesome.
Well, this one might be yours.
It's gorgeous. I love it, love it, love
Thank
it.
you.
So let's talk a little bit also, because it's still chilly outside, so we're still going to Rosie's for great coffee, and you guys have, I mean, probably the best in the area, and the equipment over there too, if you're a coffee connoisseur, is very impressive. So talk to us a little bit about some of the coffee drinks that are good for this time of year.
Well, for Valentine's Day, a really good latte would be a white chocolate raspberry latte.
Oh my God.
Or you could do a mocha with cherry. We have all that stuff there.
Oh, yum.
And pair it with like a heart cookie or a fun sprinkled donut, and you're gonna be set for Valentine's Day and have all your sweets ready.
Day made for sure. White chocolate raspberry, that's an option? Is that what you said?
Yes.
Oh my God, that sounds so good.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I know my next coffee drink. So that sounds great. And let's talk a little bit, before we started, you did mention that you are doing some wedding cakes right now too. So tell us about that. You said there's a couple Lego themes.
Yes.
Shout out to the Lego wedding cake people.
Oh my goodness, yeah. People are really doing some really interesting things with their weddings. It's no longer just that traditional white cake. We've done wedding, here we go.
Oh my God. And you do it all while talking and answering my hard-hitting journalism questions. That's just gorgeous. I love it.
Thank you.
So beautiful.
So yeah, our wedding cakes, people are doing, we have wedding donuts, wedding, then there's a coffee cake on top of it. People are still doing cupcakes. And then of course a lot of cakes and just going with some really different themes. We have a Doctor Who theme, we have Legos.
Anything goes these days, I guess. Is that the deal?
I'm like done being blown away. It's like when you think you've heard it all.
Right.
But traditional is coming back too, and that makes me really excited. People are really into like the old like Jackie Kennedy cakes, you know, from like the 1960s and late 1950s. You're starting to see some of that retro come back, and I like that too.
That old glam. I love it.
Which
good.
Has,
I
like,
was
a little bit.
I was going to ask if we're going to use
We got to put a little bit of.
So what is this? You can eat this?
It's edible glitter.
Oh my goodness.
And that's what's real. It's a real old school sort of technique, but I like it.
It's gorgeous. Well, this is absolutely outstanding. I'm going to challenge you to stump Cause with you got to order a wedding cake that blows her away, because it's getting hard to do these days. It sounds like Legos, and what was the other one you said?
We have a Doctor Who theme.
Can you believe it? That's incredible. Well, fabulous coffee, obviously amazing cakes. We were just talking about your carrot cake the other day.
Thank you.
And also some amazing breakfast, lunch. They have it all. Go check them out, Monona Drive. This is Rosie's Coffee Bar and Bakery. Thanks, Cause.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.